you guys. Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, our first game we have is the Saints versus the Chiefs. Saints at 13 points and the Chiefs at 26. Passing yards for Derek Carr, 18 for 28, 165 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Patrick Mahomes at 28 for 39, 331 yards, 1 interception. Alvin Kamara, rushing yards, 11 carries, 26 yards. With Kareem Hunt, 27 carries, 102 yards, 1 touchdown. Receiving yards, we have Shaheed, crazy. 4 receptions, 86 yards, with 1 touchdown. The Chiefs had Juju Smith, Shahoster, I guess. 7 receptions with 130 yards. Not even gonna lie, I already knew the Chiefs were gonna win. The Saints came out pretty strong, but they bluffing. But yeah, shout out to the Chiefs, I guess. I don't really like the Chiefs. Not sorry for whoever likes them. Next game, we got the Cowboys versus the Steelers. Cowboys had 20 points and the Steelers had 17. Pretty good game, I guess. It was a good game. Dak Prescott passing yards, 29 for 42, 352 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. I'm sorry, guys, I had to clear my throat. Justin Fields, passing yards, 15 for 27, 131 yards, with 2 touchdowns. Rushing yards, we got Rico Dowd, 20 carries, 87 yards. And I think this is Najee Harris for the Steelers with 14 carries, 42 yards. Receiving yards, we got Jalen Tolbert, 7 receptions, 87 yards, with 1 touchdown. Najee Harris again with 2 receptions, 35 yards. And the Steelers lost to the Cowboys. Next game we have is the Packers versus the Rams, and the Rams are not doing good this year, so shout out to Jordan Love and the Packers. Passing yards, we got Jordan Love, 15 for 26, 224 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Matt Stafford, 29 for 45, 260 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Sorry, I'm really sorry. I had to clear my throat. If we're being honest, I don't really know why the Rams aren't that good this year. I'm confused. I don't know. Rushing yards, we got my boy Josh Jacobs, first year with them, 19 carries, 73 yards, 1 touchdown. Kareem Williams at 22 carries, 102 yards, 1 touchdown. And receiving yards, we got Tucker Kraft, 4 receptions, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns. And we have Jordan Whittington, 7 receptions, 89 yards. Alright, next game we got the Giants versus the Seahawks. Giants at 29, Seahawks at 20. Surprisingly, the Giants beat them, but that was like a crazy game too. I didn't really watch all of it, but hey. Passing yards, we got Daniel Jones, 23 for 34, 257 yards, 2 touchdowns. Geno Smith, passing yards, 28 for 40, 284 yards, 1 touchdown. Rushing yards, we had Tyrone Tracy Jr., 18 carries, 129 yards. Geno Smith with 4 carries, 72 yards. Receiving yards, we got Darius Slayton, 8 receptions, 122 yards, 1 touchdown. And we got Tyler Lockett, 4 receptions, 75 yards. And yeah, surprisingly, the Giants came out with that dub. Shout out to them. Next, we got the Cardinals versus the 49ers. And the 49ers are losing, and I'm so confused. Bengals at 24, 49ers at 23. Kyler Murray, passing yards, 19 for 30, 195 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Brock Purdy, 19 for 35, 244 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Rushing yards, they got James Conner, 19 carries, 86 yards. 49ers, Jordan Mason, 14 carries, 89 yards. Receiving yards, Michael Wilson, 5 receptions, 78 yards. Brandon Ayuk, he had 8 receptions, 147 yards. Next up, we have, 1 second, guys, sorry. We have the Raiders versus the Broncos. I was about to say, what's going on? Raiders at 18, Broncos at 34. Jeez. Yeah, Raiders are gonna probably be the worst team in NFL. I'm not gonna lie. Passing yards, we got Gardner Minshew the second with 12 for 1,737 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. And Bo Nix, 19 for 27, 206 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rushing yards, we have Amir Abdullah, 5 carries, 42 yards, 1 touchdown. Javonte Williams had 13 carries, 61 yards. Receiving yards, we got Brock Bowers, 8 receptions, 97 yards, 1 touchdown. Javonte Williams got he got reception yards, 5 receptions, 50 yards. And yeah, the Raiders lost 18-34. Like I said, they are not that good. Sorry for whoever likes them. But yeah, I mean, I can't talk. They got more games than my team, but I know the Raiders aren't good if they're about to lose Devontae Adams. This was a really great game. I'm not gonna lie. Ravens versus the Bengals. Ravens at 41. The Bengals at 38. Lamar Jackson was looking like an MVP that game. As much as he couldn't hold on to the ball, he made it happen for his team when they needed it. But passing yards, Lamar Jackson 26 for 42, 348 yards, 4 touchdowns. Notice I ain't say no interceptions. Joe Burrow 30 for 39, 392 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's still crazy. Rushing yards, Derrick Henry 15 carries, 92 yards, 1 touchdown. Chase Brown had 12 carries, 46 yards. Receiving yards, Zay Flowers, 7 receptions, 101 yards. Jamar Chase, GOAT, he's nice as heck. 10 receptions, 193 yards, 2 touchdowns. Shout out to the Ravens. Next game, we got the Bills versus the freaking Titans. And the Bills lost. I'm so surprised. Sorry. Bills lost that game, but 20-23. Stephon Diggs had to walk by his old QB. But Josh Allen passing yards 9 for 30. Yikes. 131 yards, 1 touchdown. CJ Stroud 28 for 38, 331 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Rushing yards, we got James Cook with 20 carries, 82 yards, 1 touchdown. Cam Akers, 9 carries, 42 yards, 1 touchdown. Keon Coleman, 1 reception, 49 yards, 1 touchdown. Stephon Diggs, receiving yards, 6 receptions, 82 yards. And the Bills just came up short with that one, guys, by 3 points. Next we got is one of my favorite, one of my teams to watch, the Colts and the Jaguars, but I actually didn't watch this game. Passing yards, we got Joe Flacco, 33 for 44, 359 yards, 3 touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence Lawrence was 28 for 34, 371 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Rushing yards, we got Trey Sermon, 10 carries, 38 yards, and 1 touchdown. Tank Bigsby, 13 carries, 101 yards, 2 touchdowns. My boy ETN, I don't know what you doing, but you about to lose your spot. Stop playing. Receiving yards, we got Alec Pierce, 3 receptions, 134 yards, 1 touchdown. Brian Thomas Jr., 5 receptions, 122 yards, 1 touchdown. But yeah, next game. Let's see. We got the Dolphins versus the Patriots. Surprisingly, the Dolphins came out with that one. Dolphins at 15, Patriots at 10. Tyler Huntley, passing yards, 18 for 31, 194 yards, 1 interception. Jacoby Brissett, 18 for 34, 160 yards. Rushing yards, we have Jalen Wright, 113, 86 yards. Dang, how do you not pronounce bro first name? Ramondre Stevenson, 12 carries, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. Receiving yards, Tyreek had 6 receptions, 69 yards. And then we had Demario Douglas with 6 receptions, 59 yards. And Dolphins came out 15-10 on that one. Next game we got is the Commanders versus, who did they play? The Browns. Commanders are impressive to watch now. Another team that's looking good. But Browns at 13, Commanders at 34. Deshaun Watson, passing yards was 15 for 28, 125 yards, 1 touchdown. Jaden Daniels, 14 for 25, 238 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Jerome Ford, rushing yards, 9 carries, 47 yards. Jaden Daniels had 11 carries with 82 yards. Amari Cooper's receiving yards was 4 receptions, 60 yards. And they had Terry McLaurin, 4 receptions, 112 yards. And yeah, the Commanders are another fun team to watch. Apparently, I haven't really watched their full game, but I've watched highlights and stuff and I've seen it. But they do play the Ravens next week, so that's a game to watch. Stay tuned for that. Battle of Maryland. Shout out to Maryland. Sorry, guys. Next game is my team. I mean, hey, what it is. Panthers 10, Bears at 36. Andy Dalton, passing yards, 18 for 28, 136 yards, 1 interception. Caleb Williams, 20 for 29, 304 yards, 2 touchdowns. Next, we got Chuba Hubbard, 13 carries, 97 yards, 1 touchdown. Rushing yards, we got DeAndre Swift, 21 carries, 73 yards, 1 touchdown. Receiving yards, we got Jalen Cooker, 4 receptions, 68 yards. Receiving yards, we got DJ Moore, 5 receptions, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, he blinked on us. He definitely blinked on us. Next game, we got the Jets versus the Vikings, and yeah, the Vikings defense is crazy. Apparently, their defense is crazy. My friend was telling me about how their offensive line and linebackers, they just like on a whole different level, like their IQ and everything. Like they be just going crazy, like mismatching and the linemen and all that. Linebackers by attacking them, fading back and all type of stuff. I can't even explain it the way he told me, but like, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, the Vikings defense is crazy. Jets had 17, Vikings had 23. Passing yards, Aaron Rodgers, 29 for 54, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. My throat is like really itchy. Passing yards for Sam Darnold, 14 for 31, 179 yards, 1 interception. Rushing yards, we got Bryce Hall, 9 carries, 23 yards. Ty Chandler, rushing yards, 14 carries, 30 yards. Ew. Receiving yards, we got Garrett Wilson, 13 receptions, 101 yards, 1 touchdown. Receiving yards for Justin Jeffries, 6 receptions, 92 yards. And the last game that we have is is the Falcons versus the Bucks. And I'm not understanding how the Falcons are so nice. But hey, Buccaneers 30 at 30, Falcons at 36 in a game to overtime. Passing yards, Baker Mayfield 9 for 24, 180 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kirk Cousins 42 for 58, 509 yards. Golly. 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's not bad. Rushing yards, we got Rashad White, 10 carries, 72 yards. Rushing yards, we got Bijan Robinson, 12 carries, 61 yards. Receiving yards, we have Chris Goodwin, 5 receptions, 64 yards. And this my boy had in my fantasy before, Drake London. I like him. 12 receptions, 154 yards, 1 touchdown. And the Falcons came with that dub, 30-6. Yeah, I just want to make sure I went over all the games. Yeah, bro, football is like really on another level right now. It's pretty interesting. Comment your guys' teams and let me know if you guys came up with the dub today. Just let me know. I can already tell you my team didn't win, so of course they didn't, but like the other 2 teams I like to keep up with, they won. So my main team that I love, no doubt didn't win, of course. But yeah, just let me know if y'all team won this week. I like to see who you guys' teams are. But thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for my next. I love you guys.